Hi everyone, my name is Amy Bryan. I'm going to go over two of my current favorite online assessment tools. The first one is GoFormative. Now, GoFormative, the way that I've been using it right now is to collect IEP data for my students. As a special ed teacher, I am required to collect 2 data samples per week per goal per student, which for me has added up to over 100 samples per week. And it was becoming really overwhelming to collect and grade and analyze it and redeliver each week. So what I've done is I've uploaded their data onto GoFormative, and I assign the students 2 per week for words that need to be read aloud. I can have my students record the answers, which I love. And then once they're done, I can come to this tracker and I can assess their growth or their regressions quickly, and I don't have to grade anything. It has been great this semester. I've really loved starting and doing this project this semester, and I definitely plan to continue using it. The other tool that I really like is Quizizz. Quizizz is something that I use more in class as opposed to using it for something like collecting IEP data. The great thing about Quizizz is it has a huge online bank. So with Quizizz, I haven't really found a need to create the quizzes, but instead I can find ones that have already been created. And you can copy entire quizzes, or you can just take questions from each one, which I really love. The other thing about Quizizz is I love the way that their reports are organized. So I used this a lot last year when it came to pre-assessing and organizing my groups. And Quizizz has a lot of really good functions for that. So for example, I pre-assessed for the standards, and I put the standards up top so I can easily see the class overall did pretty good. Their accuracy was 78%. But not only could I see their individual scores, but I could look at the data and really understand where I needed to focus. So I used the questions tab to drive my starters and whole group instruction. Questions that had bigger spreads and more incorrect answers, I knew that I could use that as a starter or some kind of whole group thing because I knew that more students really needed to address it. But questions where, like number 2, where almost 90% of the class got it right, I could really address on a one-on-one basis, or to maybe the 2 or 3 students that missed it. The other option that I really liked is the overview tab for the data. So my question was organized. The first couple questions were one standard, the last couple questions were the other standards. So what I could do is I could easily scroll down and I could see, okay, I definitely need to group the students that didn't get the first standard and remediate with them, but I also have students that already clearly have mastered the first standard, and I can either do an extension or just skip that portion altogether, which helped me to use the students' time more efficiently and my time more efficiently in providing the instruction to them. So that was just a quick overview of both of these tools. Quizizz overall is a lot more student friendly. It's bright, it's colorful, it's got cute little music, it's got memes for the questions that they get right or wrong as a leaderboard, so the students really get competitive with it and they really like it. So I have found that to be helpful in class and as homework. So Quizizz also has the option for live game in class and homework game at home as a review. Whereas GoFormative has been a great tool for collecting data. It's not as pretty for the students when they see the formatives. It kind of just looks like the worksheet put online, but I think for the purpose that I use it for, I don't really need anything that's too overly flashy. So I'm just trying to pull up a question or a page so you can see a preview of what it looks like. But overall, I really love both options, and I think that they can be used for the different purposes. and effective in both ways. So here's your preview so you can see what it looks like. This one, for example, the students have a passage, and then underneath it, they have multiple choice questions. So hopefully this helps, and I definitely plan to continue using these tools. So thanks for watching.